No, we're not. We're just going to stay on these surface streets, speeds in the 30-mile-per-hour range. So I cannot stress it enough how dangerous this situation is in downtown Los Angeles, South Los Angeles Street and East Pico Boulevard. I also want to stress to you that this could be related, according to CHP, this could be related to a shooting investigation underway in Orange County, right near the very popular, highly traveled, highly visited Fashion Island Mall there. We are hearing reports of a shooting. We do have a crew on their way. Our Chelsea Edwards here at Fox 11, she and our photographer, one of them, they are headed down to that scene to cover the latest there in that shooting investigation. And CHP telling us that this could very well be linked to that shooting many miles away in Orange County. So that's what our newsroom is working on as we're up and over this situation in downtown Los Angeles, South Main Street, West Olympic Boulevard. And fortunately, traffic is not too heavy right now, but that doesn't seem to make this any less dangerous given the dangerous driving, the dangerous maneuvers of this driver going down the wrong way, near misses of pedestrians, near misses of cyclists. We've seen precarious turns in and out of various parking lots as well, going over the double yellow, of course, to get away. So LAPD, though, is the agency we understand who is in a following position right now. And what I mean by that is we haven't seen the black and whites down below because it has been so dangerous. So in situations like this, if you've seen us cover pursuits, which you probably have because we cover them so much, when a situation gets so dangerous, a law enforcement agency will decide to pull units off from the ground just because it is so dangerous. Yet they will track from above. So that's the situation, as far as we're being told, that is underway in downtown Los Angeles as this vehicle, this driver, this white sedan, four-door sedan, just made their way through, stopped, fortunately didn't cause any accidents, as trying to weave through these busy intersections. This is South Main Street and 17th Street. Our Extreme Nav technology helps tell the story and give you an accurate location, and as does our Extreme Nav speed limit here, if you will, in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. So just under the underpass, 40 miles per hour, staying in the left turn lane just to bypass all those drivers who are stopped there at this red light, making a right turn here now in what we're calling Central City, but just outside of downtown Los Angeles, South Broadway and Washington Boulevard. So these are very busy streets typically. If you know anybody, again, cannot stress this enough, a stolen vehicle pursuit, you see the black and white right down below. Again, we are in sort of a pulled back mode according to authorities because this has been so dangerous at times. Making a left turn here, we've seen near misses multiple times, and as we now pass the 4:30 mark here, it's important to let you know that right before this happened, we were over another pursuit, and that one came to an end, and now this one has fired back up. This could be linked to that first one. It's like this tree of information being told to me right now in terms of this could all be related to a scene in Orange County at Fashion Island Mall where there are reports near there anyway of a shooting. We're working to find out the victim, is that victim's condition. There was one report that it was a fatal shooting. We're working to get that confirmed. And here we are miles away in Los Angeles County from Orange County, and CHP telling us that this could be linked to that scene in Orange County. As we now zoom in, you see the tinted windows here of this white sedan four-door making its way through various intersections, various busy intersections, East 23rd Street and Stanford Avenue. So far, we have not seen any trailing law enforcement units. We talk about how to bring these pursuits to an end. They have multiple tactics that they use. They use they'll use the pit maneuvers. When they spin the vehicles out of control, they also will use the spike strips. But again, authorities have pulled off this. As we're looking at this on East 21st and Griffith Avenue, just outside downtown, we have some video earlier just to show you how dangerous this was with some near misses, whether it was with vehicles, unsuspecting drivers. That's the larger picture here, some of those near misses going through that intersection there. We've seen near misses with pedestrians walking through crosswalks, pedestrians on bicycles going through crosswalks where they're almost hit. You see this one here, a near miss with a driver trying to go through this intersection, they almost got T-boned there. And the smaller screen there is the current live picture going through an alleyway now, doing anything that they can to elude authorities. Now you're probably asking, where are those authorities? Well, they're not there on the ground because they've pulled off, but certainly they have an airship up above tracking their every move, just as we are. Skyfox often is involved in these conversations with law enforcement up above where they can relay information. Now we've gone under some trees here and it's unclear now as they just foot bailed on the bottom. So I'm seeing two people. I saw, yep, three, whoa, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. I'm counting 6 suspects just took off from that sedan once they got under the canopy of those trees there in this neighborhood, East Washington Boulevard and Griffith Avenue. Stolen vehicle pursuit. They just suddenly decided to get out of their vehicle, make a run for it. By my count, it was 6 suspects who made a run for it in this neighborhood. Do they know this neighborhood? You see, they look like really young. They have backpacks on. They seem to be almost teenagers just by their stature and their size here. They're making their way over the fence. They've got, some of them have hoodies on. And there they are down this alleyway, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here. I do believe that I did count 6 initially, so 2 may have branched off in other locations. Joining the coverage now, my colleague Alex Michelson. Alex, you just saw this all unfold.
Yeah, and this is really challenging now for law enforcement because they have so many different suspects headed in so many different directions. And because they were in that tracking mode and not right on top of them, they don't have as many law enforcement personnel right there on the ground. It's interesting that these suspects are sticking together. In reality, probably the better strategy for them if they're trying to get away would be to spread out a little bit. You wonder if they do have any sort of connection to this particular community, why they chose to stop at this particular spot when they weren't actually being chased by law enforcement, if it had to do with a problem with the car.
Those are 2 of them.
Or if there was something else. Now we'll see if these folks just sort of blend into the neighborhood or if they happen to know anybody in the neighborhood. But it's interesting, Marla, we don't see a lot of black and whites on this street right now.
Yeah. With that said, let's bring in somebody who knows a lot about law enforcement, as this woman here is. I don't know if she's belongs to this house or if she knows these kids. This is interesting. Tim Lynn, we appreciate you always when you join the coverage. What do you make of what you're seeing down below?
I just see 4 kids who are running away from the car, but they have no idea where they're at. Sticking together like that is totally unusual. But the side thing now is that female walking in behind him. It almost looked like a parent may have showed up here. Now other adults from the neighborhood are showing it as well. So very much could be a situation where these kids have run back to their neighborhood and are seeking shelter. But right now, we'll see, bringing all 4 of them out. She's kind of working them out, bringing them out to the front. So very youthful kids, and
went inside.
Unknown what's going on here with this these adults who are working this area.
Yeah, it's interesting. 2 of them just went inside. Now this woman is taking some of the other ones, it looks like, to the front. And so we wonder what her connection to them is, if there is a connection to them.